Have you ever felt like everything is going wrong just before something incredible happens? Like you're being pushed to your limits, tested in ways that feel almost unfair, only to realize later that it was all leading up to something greater? If so, you might be experiencing one of the universe's biggest secrets, tests that come right before a major breakthrough. These moments aren't coincidences. They're signals, challenges designed to see if you're truly ready for the next level of your life. And the truth is, most people give up right at the edge of transformation because they mistake these signs for signs of failure. But if you learn to recognize them for what they truly are, you can push through and claim the success, happiness, or clarity that's waiting on the other side. Let me tell you about Jake. For years, he had been working at a job that drained him. He dreamed of starting his own business, but never had the courage to take the leap. Then, suddenly, everything seemed to collapse all at once. He was laid off, his relationship ended, and his financial situation became unstable. He felt lost, like life was punishing him. But instead of giving up, he took it as a sign. He used his severance to finally start the business he had always dreamed of. It wasn't easy, but within a year he had built something successful. Looking back, he realized the universe hadn't been punishing him. It had been clearing the way for something better. This is exactly how it happens for so many people. When the universe is about to shift your life, it doesn't do it gently. It shakes things up. It forces you into discomfort. It strips away the things that no longer serve you, because if it didn't, you might never take action. You might stay stuck in the same cycles, never realizing that something greater was waiting just beyond the storm. One of the most common signs that the universe is testing you is that everything suddenly feels harder. Things that once felt easy now come with unexpected obstacles. Maybe you've been putting effort into a relationship, but suddenly misunderstandings pile up. Maybe you're working toward a goal, but instead of making progress, you're hit with delay after delay. It's frustrating, it's exhausting, and worst of all, it makes you doubt yourself. But here's what you need to understand. This is not a sign to quit. It's a sign to keep going. Imagine a runner who's been training for months for a marathon. In the final weeks before the race, their body feels heavier, their stamina seems lower, and every run feels like a struggle. It would be easy to assume they're getting worse, but in reality, this is their body's final push before a breakthrough. This discomfort is a natural part of growth. The same is true in life. The key is to recognize this phase for what it is: a test. The universe is asking, how badly do you want this? It's making sure that when you do reach your breakthrough, you'll be ready to handle it. Think about it. How many people receive opportunities before they're ready and then lose them just as quickly? The struggle you face before success is what prepares you to actually keep it. If you're resonating with this, if you're in a phase where everything seems to be pushing against you, take a deep breath and remind yourself that this isn't the end of your story. It's just the part where you prove to yourself and to the universe that you're ready for what's coming next. And if this message is hitting home, take a second to support this video by liking and subscribing. Your engagement helps us bring more content like this to people who might need to hear it. There's something about moments of extreme uncertainty that makes you question everything. When life throws unexpected chaos your way, it's tempting to believe that you've made a mistake, that you've taken the wrong path. But what if uncertainty isn't a warning sign? It's a rite of passage. Think about the moments in your life when you've been closest to giving up. Maybe it was when you poured your heart into something, a project, a relationship, a dream, only for it to fall apart at the last second. Maybe it was when you felt like no matter how much effort you put in, nothing was changing. What if I told you that those moments weren't random, that they were, in fact, the final test before your breakthrough? Let's look at Maya. She had spent years working on her art, dreaming of the day she could make a living from it. But just when she was about to land her first big gallery showcase, The deal fell through. She was devastated. She questioned whether she should even continue. But instead of giving in to doubt, she pushed forward. A few months later, an even bigger opportunity came her way, one she wouldn't have been able to take if she had given up. Looking back, she realized that setback wasn't a punishment. It was preparation. This is how the universe works. It doesn't just give you what you want when you want it. It gives you what you're ready for. And sometimes the only way to make you ready is to test your resilience. Another sign that the universe is testing you before a breakthrough is the resurfacing of old wounds. Just when you think you've moved on from something, a fear, a toxic pattern, an insecurity, it comes back stronger than ever. It's not because you're regressing, it's because you're being given a final chance to heal before moving to the next level. Picture someone trying to build a new life after years of struggling with self-doubt. They finally start to feel confident, to step into their power. And then, out of nowhere, an old criticism from the past comes back to haunt them. A voice in their head whispers, "Who do you think you are?" This moment is crucial. If they believe that voice, they might retreat back into their old ways. But if they recognize it as a test, as the last remnants of an old version of themselves trying to hold on, they can push through and finally break free. This is what many people don't realize about transformation. It requires you to confront the very things that have been holding you back, not to punish you, but to make sure you no longer carry them forward. The universe isn't trying to hurt you. It's trying to see if you're ready to rise. And this is why most people don't make it to their breakthrough. They see struggle as a stop sign instead of a gateway. But you're here because you're different. Because something inside you knows that these challenges are leading you somewhere greater. If you're feeling this, if you've experienced setbacks or doubts and you're ready to see them as signs of progress instead of failure, make sure to support this channel by liking and subscribing. These messages are meant to reach the right people at the right time. And if you're still watching, this might just be the message you were meant to hear. One of the most overlooked signs that a breakthrough is near is the sensation of complete exhaustion, not just physically but mentally and emotionally. It's as if every ounce of your energy is being drained, as if you have nothing left to give. And that's exactly the point. Think about it. Before you step into something new, the old version of you has to die. The beliefs, habits, and limitations that no longer serve you have to be stripped away. And this process isn't comfortable. It's exhausting because transformation demands everything from you. It's like a runner hitting the wall before the finish line. Their legs burn, their breath is shallow, and every part of them is screaming to stop. But if they push through that moment, something incredible happens. They tap into a hidden reserve of strength they never knew they had. That's exactly what happens in life. Right before your biggest breakthrough, you're pushed to the limit, forced to prove how badly you want it. Consider Daniel. He had been job hunting for months, facing rejection after rejection. Each one chipped away at his confidence. He started questioning whether he was even good enough. And then, just when he was about to give up completely, he got the call, a dream opportunity, one he wouldn't have believed was possible a few months earlier. Looking back, he realized that if he had given in to exhaustion, he would have missed his moment. This is why so many people quit when they're right on the edge of success. The exhaustion makes them believe they're at the end when really they're at the threshold of something new. If you're feeling this now, take it as a sign. The universe isn't breaking you down. It's preparing you to rise stronger than ever. And here's something even more powerful. Right before a breakthrough, you often experience an overwhelming urge to let go of things that once felt essential. Friendships that no longer align, career paths that suddenly feel empty, even identities you've carried for years.
At first, this can feel like losing yourself, but in reality, it's the opposite.
You're shedding what no longer fits so that you can step fully into the person you were always meant to be. This moment, right here, right now, is a crossroads. You can choose to see these challenges as signs that you're failing, or you can recognize them for what they truly are. The final test before your breakthrough, and if you're still here, still watching, it means you're ready to pass that test. If this message spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what challenge you're currently facing. Sometimes, just acknowledging that you're being tested is enough to shift everything. Your breakthrough is coming. The only question is, will you be ready when it arrives?